Imagine running 100 miles with broken bones in your feet. Most people would stop. Doctors would tell you to stop. Your body would beg you to stop. But one man kept running. That man is David Goggins, and his story might completely change the way you think about pain. But what's crazy is, David Goggins wasn't born strong. In fact, his life started in a way that would break most people. And what happened in his childhood explains why he became one of the toughest men alive. David grew up in Buffalo, New York. From the outside, his family looked normal. But inside their home, there was violence. His father forced him to work long nights at the family skating rink. If he made mistakes, he was beaten. Not once, not twice, but constantly. As a child, David lived in fear. Eventually, his mother escaped that life and took him away, but the trauma stayed with him. School became another battlefield. David had a severe learning disability. He struggled to read. Teachers thought he was lazy. Classmates thought he was stupid. And slowly, he started believing them. By the time he turned 24 years old, his life looked like a complete failure. He was overweight, he was depressed, and he was working as an exterminator. But one night, everything changed. One night, David watched a documentary about the United States Navy SEALs, the toughest military training in the world. Men pushed beyond human limits. Something inside him woke up. He walked into the bathroom, looked at himself in the mirror, and saw a man he didn't respect. That moment changed his life, because David made a decision that night, a decision so extreme that most people would never even attempt it. To become a Navy SEAL, he needed to lose over 100 pounds, and he only had 3 months. Most experts would call that impossible. David Goggins called it a challenge. He started running every single day, morning, night, in pain, in exhaustion. Sometimes his legs would bleed. Sometimes he couldn't even walk properly, but he refused to stop. And then something shocking happened. In just 3 months, David lost 106 pounds. He earned a chance to enter Navy SEAL training. But what happened next almost destroyed him. SEAL training is designed to break people. Nearly 80% quit. The hardest part is called Hell Week. 5 days of almost no sleep, constant cold water, endless physical torture. Strong men quit every hour. David's body started breaking. His legs fractured, his lungs burned. But inside his mind, one voice kept repeating, "Don't quit." But even after surviving this, David Goggins still wasn't finished pushing his limits. In fact, what he did next shocked the entire fitness world. After the military, he didn't slow down. He pushed even further. He started running ultramarathons. Not 10 miles, not 20 miles, but races over 100 miles long. Once, he ran 100 miles with broken bones in his feet. And then he did something even more insane. He set a world record. 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours. Most people struggle to do 10. When people ask how he does it, David explains something powerful. He calls it the 40% rule. When your mind tells you that you're done, you've only reached 40% of your potential. The rest is hidden behind pain. David Goggins started life as a scared kid, a kid who struggled in school, a man who weighed nearly 300 pounds, someone who believed he was a failure. But he proved something powerful. You don't have to be born strong. You just have to refuse to quit. Because the truth is, your mind will give up long before your body does. And maybe the real question isn't, can you push past your limits? The real question is, are you willing to suffer enough to find out? If this story inspired you, you need to hear what David Goggins says about discipline and excuses. Click the next video on your screen, because it might change your life.